Hi, my name is Chris Johnson. I am with the Chris Weaver Real Estate Team at Atlantic Sotheby's International Realty.
Hi, I'm Misty Brownell. I'm an associate broker here at Atlantic Sotheby's International Realty.
Hey, I'm Hunter Nowell with Atlantic Sotheby's International Realty, and I'm also on the Chris Weaver Real Estate Team.
I'm Jessica Haynes, Realtor with Atlantic Sotheby's International Realty.
Hi, this is Kane Cunningham. I'm a Realtor with Atlantic Sotheby's International Realty and the Chris Weaver Real Estate Team.
So I have a transaction coordinator. Her name is Stephanie Dunham, and I more call her my assistant / right-hand person. She's there to cover all the additional aspects I need. Real estate's a very busy business, and having Stephanie there gives me the ability to get tasks accomplished when I'm not back in front of a computer, or I'm not back in the office, or just when I need to focus my time on my clients, between follow-ups and things along those lines.
So I have the best transaction coordinator. Her name is Stephanie Dunham. She's the best for a variety of different reasons. She puts up with my colorful language, we'll call it that. Never disrespectful, but I do use some words more than I should. She's on top of everything. I have a bad habit of losing things in my inbox, and Stephanie can always find them. She also, sometimes she's the one who's saying, hey, Kane, have you done this yet? And normally it's usually in the works, but there's been a time or two when I've really appreciated that reminder. On top of that, she's absolutely hilarious. She's got a great attitude, and she's my kind of girl. She gets stuff done. She really does, to a very, very high level.
My transaction coordinator's name is Felix. I hired him second quarter of 2023. My business was starting to gain some volume, and I found myself missing some minor details as I was trying to make more appointments. As I hired Felix, he allowed me the opportunity to make more appointments, and since then he definitely has contributed to my success and gaining more business. I am now upwards of 400%, I believe, in my volume and my business since he's came on board.
Felix has made an incredible impact in my business from day to day and month to month. Not only does he take on the tasks that will weigh me down and prevent me from getting more business, but he really keeps me on track every single day in my business. And when you are selling at a high level or you have high production, you really need somebody who's going to be able to kind of keep you on task, but provide that additional and extraordinary service to my clients as well as the vendors that we work with. And he does just that.
So my transaction coordinator is Amanda Lopez. I started working with her at the end of 2023, and she's amazing. She saved me so many hours worth of time throughout each and every transaction, and she truly understands what a good transaction coordinator is and the skills that you need to have.
So my transaction coordinator is extremely valuable in my real estate business, and it probably saves me, I would say, anywhere between 25 to 30% of my time. I don't have to stress and worry about the tedious emails or the documents or those little things that need signatures or some of the phone calls or scheduling. My transaction coordinator, Stephanie, is able to take care of all of that for me, so I can spend more time and more focus and one-on-one with my clients on a day-to-day basis.
Stephanie has contributed to my real estate business, honestly, more than a lot of people. She's made my life easier by tracking down documents. She's helped me schedule inspections when I'm not just double booked, but triple booked. So she's really made things a lot easier on me by helping me with my time management, helping me with my task load, and then on top of that, just being super cheerful and super hilarious to actually work with. So it's a very good combination. I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Felix is wonderful. He, when I submit a transaction into intake, he follows up with an email once he's assigned, and he sends out a welcome email to all parties on the sales side and on the internal side. He sets my appointments, he does my dot loop files, he organizes everything. He also looks over to make sure all little signatures, initials are checked accordingly. He schedules inspections for me, he schedules appraisals for me, he reviews closing disclosures. He's amazing. I love him.
Felix, on a daily basis, I would say, is my handler. I mean, Felix keeps me on task. So when there's deadlines with every transaction and every deal. And so from the beginning to the end, there's multiple checkpoints that we have to make sure we're on target for and on task for. And Felix keeps me by daily updates. He reaches out to everyone involved in the transaction to make sure I'm aware of what's going on, but he also checks in with me to make sure that I have the information that I need, or if I can assist him. So we are a duo that is a great team, and we make things happen, and it's wonderful because my clients love him just as much as I do.
So on a day-to-day basis, it just alleviates thinking, hey, did I cross off, X, Y, and Z off of my checklist today? She takes care of all those things behind the scenes, so I just have to worry about selling. I don't need to worry if I got certain documents to certain places. She takes care of all that for me.
Having my transaction coordinator, Stephanie, has been able to allow me to scale my business to 40 plus transactions in the past year. And by doing that, it has made it beyond invaluable to my business.
I feel the most impactful benefit of having a transaction coordinator is freeing my time to be the face of my business in order to set the appointments, to go and be social and create that traction. The efficiency on the back end, I have faith that transaction coordinator, especially Felix, is doing a great job, and I can oversee it, but it frees my time to be able to get more business.
So my transaction coordinator is more than just a person behind an email. She's someone that I can call up and collaborate with on a daily basis if needed. I remember one time we had an issue with a transaction, and I was able to collaborate with her, and we came up with some creative ideas to present to the other side, and found a solution that worked for everyone to get it to closing. So she's truly part of the team.
There's been many times so far in my time working with Felix that I've had clients who have not only thanked me, of course, for what I've done for them in our process together, but they've actually stated how wonderful Felix has been. Because remember, he's really an extension of me, and he delivers that same level of service and value that I do, which is really important, because if you have somebody that's teaming up to make sure you're on task or that they're interacting with your clients, you need someone that's going to make a good impact, a great impact. And I have several clients who have responded to me and said how thankful they were for his persistence, for his care, and ultimately for helping them get to the closing table.
As somebody who likes to do everything on his own and who doesn't like paying people for things that he can do on his own, I kind of get, some people wanted to do this stuff on their own, but at the same time, real estate's kind of tedious, and the level of paperwork and just documents overall, it's heinous. It's just, there's too many. There is need for somebody to keep track of all that stuff. There is need for somebody to make sure that all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed, in addition to you and yourself alone. There's a lot of different kind of things that go into being a transaction coordinator. One of them is, organization, timeliness. There's a lot of different things. I think for myself, it's really helped me expand my business because I'm only one person. If I'm behind the scenes doing all the paperwork, then I can't be in front of other clients. I can't, be helping more families reach their goals this year. I can't be meeting new military members to come to this area or anything like that. So it's really helped me kind of have that extra time and that extra space so that I can actually build my business, grow my business, and excel.
Having a transaction coordinator manage my deadlines and making sure we're hitting our marks throughout the transaction, I just feel at ease. I just know that someone always has my back, and I can rely on her to make sure I'm meeting the deadlines and just things that you might not think about on a daily basis.
One of the things I've learned in the last decade of doing business in real estate, and something that I didn't realize originally, I thought of myself as someone who could do everything. And I thought that if I was doing it, it was going to be done the best that it could be, because I cared so much about my business. But what I realized that there was a huge impact when I brought on someone, Felix, for instance, a transaction coordinator. And what I learned is leverage. And that word has stuck with me for at least 10 years now, about leveraging who I am, my time, my energy, and ultimately scaling my business. So the impact has been great having Felix on because it allows me to do more business. If I was bogged down with all the tasks that he does on a daily basis, then I wouldn't be able to be out with clients showing houses, making phone calls and generating more business, or doing my other marketing tasks that I need to do. So there's been a huge impact on bringing him on. Now I'm able to double, if not more. And I'll tell you, I reached a great goal last year in 2023 of my 12 million, and I decided to take a lofty goal for 24 of 21 million, and I plan to do it. And Felix will be a big part of why I'll be able to achieve that.